What's up, guys? This is the Fight Man's podcast. Today we're going to be speaking about the recent fight about 2.5 months ago between Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga, Louis Berlanga. So this was for Unified Super Middleweight World Title, which is, for those who don't know, Super Middleweight is between 160 and 168 pounds. I think they came in around 164 or something, or 160. Yeah, this fight was in September 14th this year, 2024. So quick little facts on Canelo, pretty much worldwide. Everybody knows him worldwide star. 34 years old, from Mexico, I think Guadalajara. He's 5'7.5", and his reach is about 70.5 inches. His record is 62 wins and 2 losses. I think during this fight, before this fight he was 61 wins, which means obviously everybody knows he won. 39 KOs, 62.9% KO percentage. Orthodox stance and super middleweight is his weight class. Berlanga, 7 years younger, 27 years old. They say he's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican, but he's from Brooklyn, New York, and stuff. 6'1", so he got a 5.5, a little bit above 5.5 or 4 now. Anyways, he's 5.5, 6-inch height difference. His reach is 73 inches, so about 2.5-inch reach advantage. He's 22-1 now, 17 KOs, which was a 77% KO percentage. He was 22-0 at that time. Orthodox stance, super middleweight. I already said he's from Brooklyn. Excuse me. So all in all, I did enjoy the fight. It felt like there was a lot of punches, but looking at the CompuBox, I mean, it was not as many as I thought there were. Obviously 12 rounds, 3 minutes a round. It's funny watching those fights, 12 rounds of 3 minutes a round, compared to the 2 minutes around, how much time it is. But yeah, it was, at first, they were keeping their distance, just feeling each other out. A couple of jabs, a couple of body shots. Canelo kind of just has a range of punches he throws. But also Berlanga, he's kind of a big, kind of stocky guy, but not crazy fast, not crazy footwork. And I think so. It just, the first 3 rounds are kind of like that, just jabbing here and there. Sometimes like combos of 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 most of the time and stuff like that. And then eventually third round, Canelo caught him with that left hook and dropped him. Almost felt like a flash knockdown. Almost felt like. Berlanga was pounding his chest and got up. I like him. I think his best punch or his best combo is the 1-2. And I feel like throughout the fight, as the fight went on, they started like just going toe to toe. It was like just throwing punches at each other, toe to toe, punches, toe to toe, square up, punches. And I felt like there were times Berlanga was trying to time Canelo, and I feel like there were times he I just feel like he couldn't time him as well. His hand speed wasn't there to, or I don't know if it was the hand speed more so than the timing, just wasn't there. But Canelo hit him with some shots, and he was taking them, dog. Like he was fighting. I like Berlanga. He was fighting. I think he made New York proud. But at the same time, it just, Canelo's still Canelo. He throws shots up top, down low, like he changes levels a lot. So I got the CompuBox stats here. Total punches landed, Canelo landed 201. And he threw 464. Berlanga threw 446, but only landed 119. And Berlanga didn't throw a lot of body shots. So when I checked the CompuBox stats, it showed that only 19 body shots landed, and Canelo 49, almost 50, pretty much. The thing about Canelo, though, he doesn't throw jabs to the body, which I felt like he could have, jabbed to the body and shot up top. Like what Inoue did to knock Fulton down. But jab to the body, shot up top. To get the hands dropping. So, but Canelo throws. I guess it just depends on the opponent, because he dropped on that black dude. I forget his name, like that. Well, he didn't do a jab. He was doing the cross to the bottom just to get his hands down, and he came up top and ripped that left hook and no. It was the overhand right. It was the overhand right. So yeah, he did that jab to the bottom and shot that overhand right and dropped that dude. But yeah, he didn't throw a lot of jabs to the body, and CompuBox stats literally says 0 jabs to the body. But Berlanga, same thing. So it was kind of like they would just stand toe to toe and just kind of like throwing power shots. Sometimes Berlanga could have thrown more body shots, get Canelo's hands dropping, but Canelo's good with that. There's a lot of chest pounding, a lot of other stuff. It's just I think it was more initiated from Berlanga, real entertaining. But I still like the fight. It was entertaining. It wasn't like a pure technical fight. But I give it to Berlanga. He has a chin. I mean, I think that knockdown, he just got caught. Anyone can get caught, but like throughout the fight, Canelo's throwing bombs on him, dog, and he wasn't. I mean, he was hitting him again with that left hook, almost the same way, and then Berlanga wasn't dropping. There was one time Berlanga tried to wind up and throw, I think it was a right hook, and he slipped and stuff. So it was funny. They had smiles and stuff after, but during it when that happened. But for the most part, I just think like the Berlanga timing, trying to time Canelo didn't work well. And I think he could have just thrown like 1-2, because I love his 1-2 is beautiful. Like 1-2, he shoots it. Then you could kind of work in, like step in and work the body. 1-2, step in, work, work the body, bang, 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 but he didn't do that. It just felt like just relied on the 1-2, or one, sometimes throwing like, a jab. Canelo was framing a lot, pushing, manipulating his movement a lot, which is cool. But for the most part, the fight was clean. It was, classic Puerto Rico versus Mexico, and stuff like that. Like they're gonna go toe to toe. Wasn't like a crazy technical fight. It was more of a, like mano y mano kind of thing. Even though Canelo's trying to set him up and stuff, but at the same time, Berlanga, he has a good chin. I do think I like his jab a little bit. I like his 1-2 better. I just think he could work on his movements more. He was good with some of the defense as well. He was catching some punches, and stuff. But I mean, we'll see what happens. He's still 27. He's still young. Definitely don't wish anything but wellness and goodness for people. So, but it was a good fight. I liked him. Hopefully, interesting. He has another good fight. I don't think his foot speed was too good. He's just not light on his feet. He's just planted, And Canelo, I don't know. Canelo fights like that. He's gotten better after Mayweather, took him down. He washed him pretty much, Mayweather. But just the foot speed, and Canelo be standing planted, but he can still move, and all that. But I just think, Berlanga, he's such a bigger guy, 6'1". Like sometimes I'm just wondering, when you see them fight, I'm like, how does Berlanga doesn't even look 6'1"? He looks about Canelo's height and stuff. But Canelo be fighting these big dudes, man, and then he be working them. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see. I mean, everybody wants to see. Well, I think a lot of people, I don't know about everybody, wants to see Canelo versus Benavidez. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Benavidez is pretty tall too, and he just got quicker hand speed than Berlanga. But we'll see. We'll see. I got to break down that fight, that potential fight. Got to look more on Benavidez's fights. Obviously, I watched way more of Canelo. Well, I don't know why that's obvious, but anyways, I did enjoy the fight. Best luck to both of them. I think Berlanga represented New York well, and Brooklyn well at least. He's a big talker. He was talking throughout the fight. It was funny, man. He's a funny dude, but I like him, man. He has a good chin. He's a strong guy. He's going in there to fight you, so that's why I feel like he represented New York well and Puerto Rico well. But ultimately, Canelo won on unanimous decision, I believe. But he won by decision. after that nobody got knocked down. So it was cool. It was good. I was entertained, man. So big ups to both of them. And this is the Fight Man's podcast signing off. Peace out.